Today we are going to talk about why I think it's the perfect time to get involved in the cryptocurrency markets. We will talk about 5 reasons why I think there was never a better time to get prepared for the upcoming bull run. One thing is for certain, we all know there will be another bull run. And until now, every bull run always reached new all-time highs for cryptocurrency prices in the market. And I think this time will be no different. It will be even more exponential than we are used to it. We are going to cover 5 topics which will tell you exactly why currently is the perfect time to get involved with the cryptocurrency markets, in my opinion. Without any further ado, we are going to jump right into topic number 1, the 4-year Bitcoin life cycle. I'm in the cryptocurrency space since 2017 and I'm involved into trading business since 2012. So I've seen a lot of ups and downs in any kind of market. As you can see here very clearly, this is an 11-year long chart of Bitcoin, close to 11 years. So this chart somewhere starts in 2011. The yellow lines, which you can see 3 times in the chart, is the exact time of the Bitcoin halving. To make it short and simple, the Bitcoin halving happens every 4 years, and whenever the Bitcoin halving happens, that means that the miners, who are basically providing electricity to mine Bitcoins to support the transactions and the network, the miners get half of the reward which they got. That means if they get 10 Bitcoins right now for every block they are mining, after the halving they will get 5 Bitcoins. After the next halving they will get 2.5 Bitcoins, and after the next halving 1.25, and so on. This should easily show you that in Bitcoin algorithm itself, it's already calculated for prices to rise. Why is that? Because if the amount of Bitcoin a miner gets as a reward for providing proof of work in form of electricity, if that reward gets cut in half every 4 years, then obviously the price of one single Bitcoin needs to go up to keep up with the electricity cost for the miner. Otherwise, it will make no sense for the miner anymore to mine Bitcoin and to support the cryptocurrency network of Bitcoin. What does this mean for us? I hope it was somewhat clear what the Bitcoin halving is in general. I think this is a topic where we can make a whole video in itself about. Tell me in the comments if you would like me to talk about the Bitcoin halving, why it's happening and what kind of effects it has on the Bitcoin price. Just let me know and we will make a video for that in the future. So what you can see here in the charts is pretty easy to explain. This is the chart of Bitcoin. In 2011 we had a price of $2.40. So this is a logarithmic chart. This is why it's so super clean. From $2.40, which is the lowest point in this chart, we have reached $69,000 just last year. This is already, I don't know, 30,000x on the initial investment if you were lucky enough to buy Bitcoin in 2011. What you can see here on the chart is pretty easy to explain. It's a chart of Bitcoin and of the Bitcoin price. All the yellow stripes show the exact time of a Bitcoin halving. And what you can see pretty easily, in my opinion, is that every time when the Bitcoin halving has happened, the Bitcoin price jumped up. Every time the halving happened here, in this case in 2016, it was the start of a huge bull run. The same thing also happened on the last halving in May 2020, where we can see easily that after the halving, Bitcoin started a huge bull run, starting from $10,000 all the way up to $69,000. As you can see, it's pretty easy to spot a pattern in this chart. Every time the Bitcoin halving happened, the Bitcoin prices tend to go up. In my assumption, I think this is exactly what will happen after the next Bitcoin halving. So the next Bitcoin halving will be in 2024. For this we can see here is a Bitcoin halving countdown. So in 1.5 years we will see the next Bitcoin halving where the rewards are getting cut in half again. And this will mean, in my opinion, again the start of the next bullish phase for Bitcoin and as well also for all the other altcoins. Bitcoin usually does one thing always the same in every bear market and in every bull market, and I will show you, which is easy and simple. We will just remove the Bitcoin halvings here and we will measure the price range from the all-time high of the bull run to the low in the bear market before it started to pick up again. In the 2013 bull run, we were going down to roughly $200 in the next 2 years. So this is a correction of 82%. So from the bull run 2013 until the bottom in the bear market of 2015, the Bitcoin price went down around 82%. In the next bull run, where we have the all-time high in 2017, Bitcoin again retraced about 82% from its all-time high to its all-time low, or basically to its local low in that bear market, and that was the bottom for that bear market. So as you can see, there is also a pattern here. This will not be on spot, so it's not exactly 82% correction. But what I'm assuming is that the correction is always somewhere between 80 to 85%. And if we just calculate where this price would be after the current bull market which we had, so we can just take the price of $65,000, $69,000, which was the all-time high, and we just drag it down to 82% correction, and this brings us perfectly to this red line here, which I already drew, where I think will be the bottom of this current bear market. Obviously, this is no financial advice, and I can also not look into the future, but from my experience as a trader and from my experience in the cryptocurrency space in general, these numbers should be somewhat correct. The history tends to repeat itself, especially in charts. So in this case, I assume we will see some kind of capitulation somewhere next year, where the Bitcoin price will crash down to $10,000, $11,000, $12,000, and that will be our new bottom, where the markets will start accumulate Bitcoin again, and the price will go up after a certain time period. I assume that the next bull run from this 4-year cycle, which we have seen here, will start somewhere in 2024 or end of 2023, and will find its all-time high in 2025. As we have just seen, Bitcoin has already corrected more than 75% from its recent all-time high. So this is why I think we are close to a strong buy signal in the cryptocurrency markets. And this brings us to the second topic of this video, which is market timing. I'm pretty sure you will have heard in the past Warren Buffett said, "Be greedy when others are fearful." And this is especially true in the cryptocurrency markets. And I would say there was not many times in the past where people were more fearful in the cryptocurrency markets than today. I mean, just look at what happened in 2022. The Luna crash, FTX collapse, BlockFi, Nuri, Bitwala, Voyager, all of them went bankrupt. Three Arrow Capital went bankrupt. And it's just so much fear in these markets this year that I think we're really coming close to a buying signal and to Bitcoin bottoming out at some point. So I think we're currently, again, at the time where this becomes more and more interesting to buy when others are fearful and to be greedy when others are panic selling their bags. This brings us to the next topic, number 3. The industry is growing exponentially. What do I mean by that? I see new companies joining blockchain or cryptocurrency technology every day. There's every day a new company which announces NFTs, platforms for cryptocurrency, payment acceptance with cryptocurrency, and all kinds of stuff. So the industry is growing rapidly. And even in 2022, where many businesses failed, where all the fear is spread, where Bitcoin prices tanked crazily, there is still innovation and there is still businesses building products on top of the blockchain technology or involving cryptocurrency into their products themselves, either in form of a payment or as a form of transfer of data or whatever. The use cases are endless. So what I'm seeing is that the market is constantly growing and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. And to demonstrate you that, I have prepared a website which is basically showing you the crypto users over time, the overlay of the chart. On the top, you can see the dates of the internet users timeline. And on the bottom, you can see the total cryptocurrency users as of right now. So as you can see, in the past 7 years, we have kind of matched the same chart where the internet started in 1990 and started to get more than 100 million users 6 years later. And we can see kind of the same thing with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin in general. So in 2014, there was really not a lot of users in cryptocurrency. I would assume it was below 1 to 2 million. And just in the time of 6 years, 6 to 7 years, we have come to a number of roughly 130 to 150 million cryptocurrency users all around the world. Compared to all of the people who are living in the world, which is now 8 billion or even more, this is merely 2%. So I would say our adoption rate globally for cryptocurrency is currently somewhere between 1 and 3%. And this means if we go to an adoption of 2 to 6%, this is already doubling down the users in cryptocurrency. So this would bring as many people into cryptocurrency as we have brought into cryptocurrency in the last 8 years. So this is huge in my opinion, and I think, and I'm confident, that we're still very early in this cryptocurrency space, and everyone who is invested in these markets right now is still early and will expect most of the growth later on in a couple of years. What we can also see very clearly here is the biggest brands in the world are accepting crypto payments. So this is again another proof for the robustness of this industry. There's big companies starting from all the way back in 2014 with Subway, Namecheap, Microsoft, Wikipedia, and so on, up to 2021 where Booking.com, Coca-Cola, PayPal, Twitch, Starbucks started to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. With all these big brands joining cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology in general, this means more and more people will be facing cryptocurrencies in some way during their usual life, and they will get interested, find out about cryptocurrencies, and get involved into the market as well. So the industry, if an industry is growing, if companies are building products or businesses on top of a technology like cryptocurrency, this is a guarantee for this industry to grow. And growing industries always attract more money from people. So this is a guarantee that this industry will be growing revenue-wise, profit-wise, investment-wise, and in any realm of reality, in my opinion, it's absolutely clear that cryptocurrency is here to stay, and we will use the technology in crazy ways which we cannot even imagine today. So this is one of the main reasons why I think now is the absolute perfect time to get involved with cryptocurrency. And this brings us to our next topic, which is regulation. Regulation can seem boring. To be honest, in my cryptocurrency and software company, it's also one of the topics I don't like to talk about as much as the other interesting part like trading tools or whatever. But for a global adoption and for the average Joe to use cryptocurrency, regulation is super important, and I will tell you why. Regulation makes it possible to have a frame in a certain country. Let's say, we just say one example country. This country starts regulating cryptocurrency and brings out rules for cryptocurrency exchanges, for cryptocurrency companies, for other companies which want to accept payments in cryptocurrency, or for companies who are working on the blockchain technology in general, or for example are issuing NFTs, whatever. This regulation in that country will become a framework of what the company needs to deliver and how the company is trying to protect the user. Generally speaking, regulation usually is leaned towards protecting you and me. So in the case of FTX, we have seen everything going wrong really hard. But in a regulated environment, the government can take measures that the company who is providing the cryptocurrency services takes all the necessary measures to protect the user's investment and to protect the user from getting scammed or from any financial fraud or whatever. So even though that topic is very boring and not liked by a lot of people, it is very, very important that we get clear regulation in every country about how a cryptocurrency company needs to behave to comply with the rules. And from that moment on, the companies can also comply with the rules and serve more clients in more countries, and more people can get dragged into the cryptocurrency space, and so the mass adoption will grow exponentially. So regulation, even though it's boring, it's a very, very important aspect of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency adoption in general. To round up this video, we are now talking about our last topic. And this topic, in my opinion, is one of the most important ones. The last topic we're going to cover is preparation time. And I mean it. Why? Because now is the perfect time to prepare. As CZ, the CEO of Binance, always tends to say, bear markets are for building. And why is that? So he was also asked that question in an interview just a few weeks ago, and he said, because there's nothing else to do. And this is partly correct, and I will explain you why. In a bear market, there's lots of fear. No one is trying to check their portfolios every day. There is no coins which are going 1000% up every day. There is not a lot of news. There is not a lot of FOMO in the market, fear of missing out, and everything is kind of more quiet. Most of the retail investors are not even taking any care about cryptocurrencies right now because they sold their stack in a loss and they said, okay, I'm not touching this again. But the problem is they just weren't prepared for the bull run they have been in. And this is why I think right now you need time to prepare, because during the bull run there is no time for preparation. During the bull run everyone goes crazy, it's just bonkers, it's news everywhere, it's everyday checking portfolios, and portfolios are going up. And if you see portfolios going up, for you naturally there is no reason to educate yourself, because your plan apparently goes right and your portfolio value grows. This means there is no time during a bull market really to find out the most crucial things, and I can tell you a few of them. Probably the most interesting this year is, which exchange do I even use to buy cryptocurrencies? And you want to take care of these questions now. So which exchange are you going to use to buy cryptocurrencies? Which wallet are you going to use to store your cryptocurrencies? How can you safely store your cryptocurrencies that even if the exchange goes down, you still own your cryptocurrencies, so there is no potential for loss for you? You need to think about how the portfolio is diversified, which you will be using in the bull run. So how much percentage will be in Bitcoin? How much of a percentage should be in Ethereum? And how much of my portfolio should maybe be in some shitcoins or altcoins which have high potential of growth? So this is all stuff you want to prepare right now. You want to analyze projects right now and see what fits into your portfolio, and not during a bull run. During a bull run, it's like running full speed with closed eyes. Because during a bull run, it's just everything is so hectic. The mass media is pushing Bitcoin again to the roof, and you have really no time except for reading news, checking portfolios, and seeing what you missed yesterday. You have no time to prepare yourself about the basic skills in cryptocurrency, about fundamental questions, which I just explained you. So I think the fifth reason why now is the perfect time to get involved into the cryptocurrency market is because there's nothing else to do right now than to prepare for the upcoming bull run. And in my opinion, it's one of the most important and crucial parts to be prepared in the bull run, because then you have absolute peace in mind that you know your shit. You know exactly what's going to happen if the exchange goes down, which I use. You will be fine. You know exactly what's going to happen if Bitcoin goes to $100,000, $150,000. So you will have your exit plans already prepared. You know at which prices or at which price levels you're going to sell parts of your portfolios to cash in the profits. Because one thing is for certain, the markets are always moving in waves. That means we know the next bull run will come, but we also know the next bear market will come also. A short outlook from my side on the whole market and the current situation. I assume that in 2023 we will see capitulations in every market, in stocks market, in traditional markets, in cryptocurrency markets, in ETFs, in whatever. I think most of the markets will crash again to a certain point in 2023. It will be a very rough time during these times for all the people who have their money invested into assets. But if you have enough powder to sustain this time, or even better, if you have enough cash on the side to buy assets during those times, you will buy assets at a huge discount. Imagine buying Bitcoin at $10,000, and Bitcoin was already at $69,000 just a year ago from now. Also stocks, also ETFs and other assets will be at a huge discount where you can buy them for very cheap money and hold them throughout the next bull run and bull markets, and start selling when prices go sky high again. In my opinion, right now is a range of 6 to 12 months where you can get fully prepared for the cryptocurrency bull run, and you have absolute peace, because right now there is not a lot going on in the market. So if you want to start a business in cryptocurrency space, now is the perfect time. If you want to just get involved as an investor, I think now is the perfect time as well. And if you maybe are a developer who wants to build on the blockchain technology, the perfect time is always today. And the only time which is more perfect than today was yesterday. And if you cannot do that, then go with the second best option, which is starting today. So we have talked about a lot of topics why I think it was never a better time to start getting involved with cryptocurrencies. Number one, we have a 4-year cryptocurrency cycle which has always repeated itself so far, and we assume that it will repeat itself again. The next topic is market timing. Currently, there is a lot of fear in the market, and this is usually the best time to place your bets into a market and to buy assets at a discount. The third reason is the industry growth. So industry is growing rapidly. New companies are joining cryptocurrency and blockchain every day. So in my opinion, this industry is here to stay, and it will just grow from here. The fourth reason was regulation. Regulation just gives the average Joe a framework how the cryptocurrency exchange, for example, takes measures to protect the customer. And this is all we want. We don't want to send our money to some institution and this institution loses all of it. So regulation is trying to bring this into a frame which works for everyone and gives the investors peace of mind that someone is taking care of their security. And the fifth and last reason why this is the perfect time, really, is preparation time. Because you need time to prepare. Find out all the stuff you want to find out about cryptocurrencies right now and not when the next bull run is starting. When everyone is talking about Bitcoin going to 50K, going to 100K, and everyone is running in circles and 17-year-old people get rich with a monkey pick. In these times, you don't want to deal with preparation and education. In those times, you want to enjoy the bull run. And this is only possible if you start preparing yourself right now. So if you want to have an enjoyable bull run where you just see your portfolio go up and you can be happy and you can sleep quietly at night, then you need to prepare right now to be ready when the next bull run starts. If you like these kinds of content and if you like to get more knowledge about the cryptocurrency space, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And one thing is for sure, it's completely free. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Peace.